Jussie Smollett is back in the news again. All right. And I, for the life of me, don't get any of it. Here, these folks out here wasting the taxpayers' money once again. All right. So, Jussie Smollett, as you know, he was a former Empire actor who made up a hate crime at the beginning of January 2019. If you remember, it was like really, really cold in Chicago. And when he said that he had been attacked by two MAGA lovers, a lot of us was like, I don't know. On that day, it was super cold, Jussie. But it came out of course, is that it was a staged attack and that he was indicted on that. And, you know, it was this back and forth with him between him and the city of Chicago and, well, CPD, I should say. And because he embarrassed them. They were basically trying to prove that he indeed lied. And it was this back and forth, back and forth. And now he is being indicted again, okay, on 6 counts of disorderly conduct. Okay, he faces 6 felony counts of disorderly conduct. Basically, the charges that stem from the false report that he gave to police. Okay, now, I personally think that all this has to do with the political climate here in Chicago. Kim Foxx, who was the state's attorney, who is and still is, she is actually fighting for her political seat right now because a lot of people felt like she gave Jussie special privileges, which technically she did. She is fighting for her political life right now here in the city of Chicago. I feel like all of this has to do with the political climate and less to do with Jussie. All right. Also, so they basically assign a special prosecutor on this case. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, who gives a shit at this point? All right. Yeah, he lied and he was wrong for lying. Yeah, he said he was the gay Tupac. And I think that's when things really took a left turn for him. But the fact that they are now opening this up again to now indict him again on felony charges of disorderly conduct says to me that y'all act like y'all ain't got shit else to do. And Chicago is really showing their ass on this because, you know, you have to understand something about the city of Chicago. It's politically corrupt. I'm sure there's a lot of politically corrupt cities out here, but Chicago has to be the biggest gangster of all when it comes to this kind of foolishness. And they are doing everything they can to get Kim Foxx out. And she will forever be tied to Jussie. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is such a waste of time. They're more upset than anything that he, of course, embarrassed the CPD, but they have embarrassed themselves plenty of times. So, right. So I ain't going to take up for the Chicago police ever because while they're sitting here going after him again, a special prosecutor and all this stuff, I'm just thinking to myself, don't y'all got some murderers to arrest and fine? Like, don't you got something else that you could be doing instead of arresting Jussie again? Now, don't get me wrong. I believe he lied. I mean, none of that made sense. And we was all kind of looking at him like, Jussie, yeah, you know, it was like negative 50 degrees outside when he went to Subway. None of that stuff added up. And the truth of the matter is, I wish he hadn't fought it. I wish he had just taken it and not still kind of say, I didn't do it. I wish he had just taken it and gone about his business. But he kept kind of like snubbing it. But at the same time, I just think that this is a waste of time. This is all a political game. He's a political pawn. That's all he is right now. They don't give a damn about as much shit that goes on in this city. Going and re-indicting somebody over the same bullshit. Like, come on now. Your president just got off for lying. Matter of fact, he pretended like he didn't lie. And that was his first defense. Then he said, well, okay, I did it. And he still got away. But y'all sitting here wasting taxpayer dollars on Jussie because of a lie. I mean, this is ridiculous. Honestly, like I said, he's a political pawn. He embarrassed the CPD, and they ain't like that. And now they are after him. They're going after blood, and it's just a waste of time. It is just a waste of time. And yes, I'm saying it's a waste of time, and I think it's stupid. All right, now, if I'm going to take up for other black folks, I'm going to take up for him too. All right. I don't care what he is. I don't care who I don't care about any of that. At the end of the day, he won a mine. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to see this happen to this man. He made a dumbass move. He is no longer on the show. He has ruined his career. Personally, I think that's punishment enough. He need to go ahead and pay these people they money back. Like I said, I wish he hadn't kind of gone back and forth with them and just went ahead and be like, you know what, concede. Yeah, I did it, blah, blah, blah. Let me pay these folks. But he got into his mind like, I didn't do it. Now, again, I don't know if all of the details are exact. Like, there's still like this room for interpretation where I'm like, I still think he did it. But as far as like the Africans, no, I don't know. But I don't think it's worth all of this. The people of Chicago will tell you it's not worth all of this. The people of Chicago will say, go find out who murdered so-and-so. There's people getting killed every day here in the city of Chicago. And they literally got all the time in the world to go and re-prosecute somebody. Like, seriously, this is a joke. And this is what makes the city of Chicago, politics-wise, a big joke. Because this is about going after Jussie to go after Kim Foxx. All right. They want Kim Foxx out. Kim Foxx, more than likely, she probably will lose her state's attorney job over this because she put her neck out. And technically, I do think she shouldn't have done that. She did pull strings. She did do that. So I'll say that much. She did. But hell, if they put this much energy into taking care of the crimes that really happen here, we might get somewhere. But anyway, that's my take on it.